Thank you. I'm behind your light column there, so I know you can't see me all the time. But thank you. And referencing Zoe Schaefer. Frankly, that's why we're here today. Zoe Schaefer from Hayward in my district was born with severe cerebral palsy and was unable to speak or walk. Tragically, in July of 2021, Zoe lost her life at the age of 4 years old. 2 weeks after her death, her family was notified that she died from an overdose of alcohol. The lab said her blood alcohol content was 0.57. A 4-year-old died because her blood alcohol level was 0.57. Since Zoe received nutrition through a feeding tube, suspicion fell to her caretakers at the time, her mother and her mother's boyfriend. The boyfriend, who was an approved caregiver and paid by the state for his duties, has since pleaded guilty to 2 counts of physical abuse of child and chronic neglect. This never should have happened. Numerous reports were made by doctors and school officials about broken bones and bruising. These reports were made to CPS, but they were screened out, and law enforcement was never notified. The system failed Zoe. For the last 25 years, child welfare departments have already been required to refer reports of sexual exploitation of a child trafficking, prostitution, causing a child to view or listen to sexual activity, and exposing children to intimate parts to law enforcement within 12 hours. However, reports of other forms of suspected abuse, such as physical abuse, neglect, or exposure to dangerous drugs, are not required by statute to be referred to police. Instead, counties are simply instructed to create their own policies, which has resulted in inconsistent practices and, frankly, the death of one of my constituents. This bill would address this gap in the law by requiring county welfare departments to refer all cases of suspected or threatened abuse to law enforcement. And I don't think these cases are any less important than the ones that are also egregious. By doing so, we ensure that officers can investigate quickly and intervene when a child may be in danger. Children do not have the luxury of time or bureaucracy, and we owe them our full and immediate protection. Additionally, this legislation strengthens the list of mandatory reporters by adding child welfare department employees who work directly with children or handle child welfare cases. These individuals are often on the front lines, interacting with vulnerable children every day. It is both responsible and necessary that they be included among those who have a legal and moral duty to report suspected abuse. This bill is not about creating new burdens. It is about ensuring accountability and consistency no matter where you live in the state and how we respond when a child's life is at stake. When abuse is suspected, we should never have uncertainty about who must act or when they must act. This bill creates clarity, consistency, and stronger coordination between child welfare agencies and law enforcement. If this law was already on the books, I truly believe Zoe would still be with us today. I hope my colleagues will join me in preventing future abuse towards children. And to be clear, rural areas, suburban areas, or urban areas, all of our counties, all of our departments are asked to do a lot. It is no different, but the point is every child's value is the same no matter their zip code, and they should be treated the same and protected the same by our systems. Thank you.